Welcome, SBT fans. We are back for another playoff match in the Season 6. This is in the Conquerors division, the top division, where we have the final match to be played out in the first round against Zayne and Simi Chris. So I'll just go over the teams really quickly. I know they've already started, so just trying to catch up. Simi brought his Hippowdon, his Arachnid, Porygon 2, Thunderous Eye, the Mew, and the Rotom Mo. Zayne brought his Galvantula, Weezing, Latias, Darm, and he brought his Megatitar and the Jellicent. So let's just get right into it so I can catch up to where they left off. So Zayne led off with his Galvantula, Simi led off with his Arachnid. Both of them might have been wanting to go for webs here, and of course Zayne's webs obviously web setter actually beats out Simi's, so he could be trying to get momentum that way. And if Simi has like a berry or a focus sash, he might just want to be going for a liquidation slash, going for just his webs in general, because webs would probably help him out a lot in the late game. But let's see what happens here. So actually, Zayne just goes straight for the Thunder, and Simi is able to just take that just fine, and he gets off a liquidation, and it just of course knocks him out. Now that wasn't Focus Sash, so I'm not sure exactly what he was going for with that lead. He didn't even get up webs, but it looks like Simi came out of that exchange pretty nicely. I'm not sure if Zayne really wanted to weaken this for something else. Potentially the Darmanitan, of course, coming in later, which he could be coming in right now, or he could set up the Sand with T-Tar. Of course, that could bring in the Powdon. So let's see what happens here. He does bring in that Darmanitan as Simi wants to retreat into the Powdon anyways to set up his own sand. They both have sand here, and that looks like a banded Darmanitan. And that just 2-hit KOs the Hippowdon. Of course, the Hippowdon was carrying that Rocky Helmet, so now Darm has been weakened down to the point where it's probably going to be it can't even really switch in anymore if Simi ends up getting a Brock somehow, which doesn't look like he's able to since the Hippowdon went down. But so I'm just going to pause here really quickly. It looks like Simi was trying to stay on the defensive because Latias was in there, and of course Zayne retreats into the Jellicent to obviously take on any kind of hit that he wants to go for. If he wants to go for a Toxic, I think Zayne wants this Toxic more than anything else, and of course the Weezing could have came in, but looks like the Jellicent wants to come into. It's interesting that this actually came in. He looks like he just wanted to get off a Toxic. Now they're playing pretty fast here, so I'm trying to keep up. But Simi retreats into his Thunderous, obviously, to take on that Jellicent better, as Zayne retreated into his Weezing. Weezing was able to take that Volt Switch pretty fine. He'd only take like 33%. Probably is more specially defensive than anything, but it looks like Simi might just want to pivot out into his Mew, potentially. Now Zayne could probably be going for a Toxic Spice here if I had to guess. Of course, they don't really hurt Simi's team too much. The Mew, of course, and the P2 is already toxic anyways. But let's see what he ends up going for. He could just be going for a Sludge Bomb. He goes for a Clear Smog, which is still super effective against the Rotom. The Rotom coming in now obviously can just pivot out again, since Zayne didn't bring his Excadrill into this match. So the Latias might be coming in here. We did see leftovers, so I don't think this is like trick or anything. But the Weezing probably doesn't want to stay in here. So Latias does come in here. We do see the Volt Switch come out on Simi's end, bringing in the Porygon 2, trying to counterbalance the offense that maybe Zayne wants to set up. We could possibly be seeing a setup variant of a Latias here, since we know that Zayne's team looks more to be the Wall Breaker sets. This Latias has to be some kind of setup. Simi bringing in the Porygon, probably just having he has the Ice Beam and the Toxic. I don't think he has the Foul Play if that's the case, but I don't think Zayne can really bring in his Darm on anything like this. So the Jellicent comes back in probably to recover, as this Porygon 2 recovers as well. So Zayne making an aggressive play there, trying to Toxic potentially the Mew coming in or the Rotom as he goes for the String Sap, trying to just recover up any kind of damage. He's getting pretty low, and this Jellicent is definitely not going to be staying around for too long. Zayne's Pokemon getting pretty weakened at this point. We're seeing another Volt Switch come out from that Rotom. Now, of course, Zayne, he's letting Simi get all the momentum here, because Mew could easily come in right now. The Tyranitar still hasn't come in, and it's at full health. So I don't know if Mew wants to exactly come in here. If it's physical, it might make a lot of sense. But in comes the T-Tar. Now this has to kind of, so it is physical. We do see the Dragon Dance. So this could be like Drain Punch, or something. It could be a Colbur Berry. Let's see what happens here. We did see the Dark Pulse there. There's close combat, so it's not Drain Punch. It just makes sense. It could be Dragon Dance, close combat, Roost, and then just Psychic Fangs. The thing is that he wouldn't be able to touch the Latias, so maybe he's not recovery. He has no recovery on him. But the T-Tar definitely has to drop to that. And we did see the Colbur already. So his last move is actually Darkest Lariat. No, no, sorry. He does have obviously coverage, dark coverage to hit the Latias and the Jellicent pretty hard there. This could be a perfect sweep, honestly. I'm not sure if this Lariat is going to be taking out the Wheezing, but he could have the Psychic Fangs or the Zen Headbutt, either way. Yeah, I think that's just game. So GG to both coaches. Of course, Simi really, really just dominated with all the momentum on his side. He was able to counteract anything that Zayne brought in. Had Zayne brought the Excadrill, maybe it could have been a little bit different. But of course, the Mew was already at +2 at that point, and he had the close combat. So really, really good set that Simi brought here. Didn't even really need the webs, and you didn't exactly even get to see the Thunderous in action. But a good game to both coaches. Of course, good luck, Simi, in the next round, and Zayne. Thank you for joining us this season, and better luck next season, of course. But yeah, that's going to be the game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for some more SBT content.